Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. You are watching The Week at Belmont. I'm your host, Dustin Stout, and Thanksgiving break is just around the corner. But before we enter into our turkey comas, there are a lot of things to cover this week. First up, Be the Word is presenting sound therapy. But what is sound therapy? Well, Bick offers this mathematical slash musical slash poetic equation to answer that very question. Poetry plus music equals sound therapy. Basically, it's a showcase of poets and musicians who celebrate the blending of the two art forms. But if that doesn't tickle your fancy, there will be foods and drinks provided. Plus, it's Culture and Arts Convo. Be the Word Sound Therapy is tonight in the Neely Dining Room. Well, as I mentioned, Thanksgiving break begins next Wednesday, and Correspondent Jessica Adkins has more on the most delicious holiday of the year. Jessica?
Thanks, Dustin. You know, it seems Christmas prep starts earlier and earlier every year. I mean, this year I saw Santa in the mall before Halloween. Granted, he smelled like fuel and kept saying, "I'm not Santa, but I'm putting you on my naughty list." Sometimes Santa disguises as a cashier at the Hardee's. Anywho, these days it seems like we just breeze by Turkey Day altogether. We forget to stop and remember what the holiday is really about. But not me, no. This year I'm celebrating Thanksgiving colonization style.
Oh, and how do you plan to do that?
Well, the cool thing about the Pilgrims is they decide to own things and then they own them. And they get to live wherever they want. And the Native Americans are like totally cool with it. Hey, Mr. Story. Did you get my email? Manifest Destiny.
What? Email?
Yeah, this is my...
I don't think so.
Yeah, this is gonna be my office now.
What?
So, yeah. You know, you can probably take it up with Mr. Fisher or, you know...
What?
Yeah, you know, it's... just, read the email. And the Native Americans liked Pilgrims so much that they did favors for them like all the time. So this Thanksgiving break, remember the reasons for the season: food, football, and the massacre of millions of indigenous peoples. Back to you, Dustin.
Thanks, Jessica. Are you among the minority at Belmont and actually enjoy top 40 music that's on the radio right now? Well, the School of Music will be putting on 2 concerts that will be right up your musical alley then. First, Phoenix, a 12-person vocal ensemble, will perform 2 shows at the Curb Cafe, sure to include several renditions of popular R&B, rock, pop, and alternative songs. The second vocal ensemble, Belmont Pops, will perform Monday at Impact, and according to Bick, quote, perform a wide range of popular music, including pieces of blues, jazz, pop, rock, country, and musical theater. Get your top 40 fix from Phoenix Thursday at 7 and 9, and from Pops Monday at 7:30. Well, when Dr. Reality heard about the likely song selection, it's not a shocker that he himself became quite vocal about it. Let's send it over to him now. Dr. Reality?
Thanks, Dustin. Even though I've been known to play the timeless tracks of Celine, Mariah, and Cher through my CD player headphones, I give some top 40 tunes their fair share of CD rotation too. With that in mind, I've got my fair share of opinions when it comes to 3 popular sultry songs in particular, and they all have their own take on the tired topic of love.
All right. Now, even though love is a very popular topic in music, be nice. I mean, show them a little love, DR.
Oh, I'll show 'em some love, all right. First, Rihanna's We Found Love. Riri, let's be honest, you didn't find anything but a toxic relationship. And people, the song's music video doesn't help. First of all, girl, get out of that disgusting bathtub. And secondly, you're sensationalizing a destructive lifestyle. Talk about a hopeless place. Definitely not Belmont apropos.
But still, I just cannot get that hook out of my head. We found love in a hopeless place. We found love in a hopeless place.
Please, spare me. Next, if I have to listen to Maroon 5's Moves Like Jagger one more time. I mean, seriously, I don't mean to try to control you. Look into my eyes and I'll show you all the moves like Jagger. Well, let me tell you, I tried the moves myself on Mrs. Reality, and now I'm just bruised like Jagger. So may I suggest some moves a little easier to live up to? For example, moves like Nancy Grace, moves like Jerry Springer, and maybe even moves like Betty White would be a little easier to live up to, Adam Levine.
Well, do you have any favorite top 40 songs?
I surely do. Servants, Bow Down to Queen Beyonce. Our girl, B, is at the top of my top 40 list with Love on Top. This song, people, is a positive, uplifting look at love. I will not accept any criticism of the song. What I will accept is the fact that Adele's career will soon be rolling in a deep abyss. You heard it here first. What a has-been she is. Back to you, Dustin.
You heard it here first. Apparently Adele's career is done. Have we mentioned the opinions of Dr. Reality don't necessarily express the opinions of TWAB? Yeah. Anyway, last week we brought you interviews with the performers of this past weekend's Rock Showcase, and this week we are happy to announce the winner was Christopher Wilde. Here's an unaired clip from last week of Chris explaining just how wild he plans to get with his music. Take a look.
Well, I'd like to make a lot of money someday, or tomorrow, or right now, because right now we're kind of all just trying to pay rent and get our heat turned on at our house.
Well, here's to hoping Chris and his band can now pay their rents. And finally, before we go, you should know parking will be impacted tomorrow due to an event in the Curb Event Center. Just a word to the wise. Well, that's all we've got this week. Have a turkey-rific Thanksgiving break, and join us again 2 weeks from today when we bring you a brand new episode of The Week at Belmont. Until then, I'm Dustin Stout. It's all about the